Okay. Okay. Happy Saturday. So, I posted a video of that guy getting smacked in the head with a garage door, and I laughed. I laughed really hard about that. And it's kind of a prank. I mean, I'm sure they probably didn't mean to do it to him, but I'm going to tell you a story about me getting punked, and Ray Vermillion. I'm gonna come see you one of these days. Anyway, story time. So Ray Vermillion and I worked at Walmart for a long time, and I was an assistant manager in Sterling when he was an assistant manager in Colorado Springs, and he gets promoted, and he's my co-manager in Goodland, Kansas, and then he moves, and then we become store managers together in Minnesota. I was in Montevideo and he was in Redwood Falls. And so Ray has always been a pain in the ass. Always messing with me. Always. And, he would play tricks on you. He would call up, knowing that you're on lunch and leave a message with, the lady in the fitting room saying, hey, your region called. He wants you to call him back. Stuff like that. Just be an ornery cuss, right? And, he used to call me names all the time. Hey, ferret face, hey, pinhead, hey, dickhead, whatever. He came up with stuff all the time. And, he called me ferret face. I mean, God. Ferret face from MASH. God. Anyway, so I become store manager and he's going on with these names. One day he comes up to me and he calls me Chum. Hey, Chum. I said, what? He says, Chum. I said, Chum? Like an old chum. Like old chum, like the English guys. And I said, what do you want, Ray? And he continued to call me this. And I didn't know what it meant. So it proceeds to be, it goes from chum to choma, chomo. Hey, chomo. Hey, chomo, what's up? And I'm like, what do you want, Ray? I didn't know what it meant. I didn't know the slang terms of anything. I had no idea. So now Ray would call me this. He would call me this at regional meetings, district meetings. We'd go to year-end meetings, and he would call me this in front of everybody else. And I didn't know what it meant, but the joke was on me the whole time because he told everybody else. Everybody else is laughing at me. And it was... Ray'd be messing with me at the year-end meetings. I'd be sitting there. We'd be in a divisional meeting. There's 1,000 people in the room. And he'd give you a horsey. I'd be sitting in front of him, and he'd give you a horsey bite right here in the back of your arm, hard. And, man, like almost draw blood hard. And, I'd let out a yelp. Everybody thought I was having a seizure or something. The worst thing you want to do is bring attention to yourself during a divisional meeting. I'm telling you. Everybody looked at me like, what the hell's the matter with this guy? Of course, Tracy looks at me and says, knock it off. And I said, Ray freaking pinched me. And I showed him, and it had already bruised. After that, Ray got to sit by Tracy the whole time. It was great. So this goes on until I'm about ready to get terminated. I knew I was going to get fired. That my district manager didn't like me, and that's okay. I was defiant. Yes. Didn't like the way the company was going, and she didn't like me. My scorecard was 105% of what I was supposed to do. I still got fired. So I told him, I said, dude, I'm getting fired in about a month. And he started calling me Dead Man Walking. Hey, Dead Man Walking. And finally, Kerry Matheny took him aside and said, look, dude, this is serious. This is really serious. Oh, he's not going to get fired. Anyway, I got fired. And so about 3 months later, so did he. And I was calling him Dead Man Walking. And so I moved, I don't really keep in touch with him very much, but so I never knew what chomo meant until I got back here. And so I was at the store here, and we had this panel van. It was a delivery van, and it had no windows in it, and it was brown. And I called it the pedo van, because it looked like, hey, little kids, you want some candy? One of those type of things. And Stefan, my meat manager, was in there. He says, yeah, man, that's the Chomo van. I said, what? I said, what'd you say? He says, yeah, the child molester van. Ray'd been calling me a child molester. I'm not a child molester. Ray'd been calling me a child molester for 5 years in front of God and everybody. So now I'm going to say this, Ray. I am 55 years old now, so when I come and beat your ass in your parking lot, it's not going to be elderly abuse. It's going to be a couple of old guys having a tilly. It's going to be great, and I'm going to have somebody videotape it. Anyway, man, that's the best prank. That's probably the best prank that I've ever had played on me. And I just had this come up. I just remembered it just a little bit ago. I was watching something, and something came up with Chomo on it. And I'm like, I got to tell that story. It's been a weird day. It's just been a weird day, and I figured I'd have a little laugh and give you guys a little bit of laugh how I got pranked. Ashton Kutcher, you'd be proud of Ray for that one. Anyway, it's rainy and crappy outside. I'm going to clean the house and get some stuff done, but I hope you enjoyed it. I didn't, because Ray, your time's coming, buddy. Anyway, we'll talk at you guys later, man. We'll see you. Bye.